Hi everybody, and welcome to I Like Cruise Ships, the YouTube channel, and welcome to a new video, and welcome to my question and answer videos. These are part of an extensive playlist that I put together, answering fairly straightforward questions and giving you a little bit more of a detailed answer, particularly if you may be checking ahead of your cruise or you just didn't know the answer to it. So now today, if you might have seen from the title or the thumbnail, it's about straws. And I found a nice, interesting question in one of the cruise groups on Facebook. And this is from Jerry Price. So hi, Jerry, if you're watching. Hope you become a subscriber if it's the first time you've seen the channel. And maybe you've got some other questions, let me know. Now, Jerry asked, are the plastic straws or paper on the ships? Now, depending on how you want to interpret the question, I'm pretty sure Jerry's asking, what type of straws do they have on the cruise lines or on the ships? Now, just interestingly on this question, there's 107 comments about straws on a cruise ship. Now, I'm going to give you the very simple answer. You can get straws on a cruise ship. It is a little bit more difficult now to get them than it was in the past. But they are still available, and there is a bit of a caveat as well, which I'll just explain. Now, these couple of straws, now I'm in my kitchen in Moscow, Russia. I'm not on a cruise right now. I didn't bring these in my luggage from home. Actually, I got these from Burger King, or if you're in Australia, Hungry Jack's. When I go for Burger King here in Russia, you can get your meal, and then they don't give you the straws, but on the desk or at the counter, they've got a huge container of hundreds of them. Now, so I just brought a couple home so I can use it for a prop for the video. Now, these are obviously the plastic straws. Now, we all know over the last few years there's a huge environmental push around the world to reduce what's called single-use plastics, which these straws pretty much will end up exactly the same way they are now, years and years and years to come. And pretty much one of the biggest problems for the environment or the oceans now is the amount of single-use plastic that's been found in the ocean or washing up ashore in the beaches and ports of call. And these things just don't go away. So the cruise lines in the last few years, going back 3 or 4 years, depending on the different cruise lines, started to implement policies to reduce the amount of single-use plastic on board and reduce the amount of the need to figure out a way to recycle plastic, because plastic really on a ship, pretty much whatever comes on the ship has to go off the ship. So they'd have to basically somehow figure out a way to recycle it and find companies in the ports of call where the ships sail in and out of who will take the plastic. And the costs involved in it are slowly going up every year. So if the cruise lines can find ways to have less plastic on board or have packaging that doesn't have it, then it doesn't create garbage, if that makes sense. Basically, everything that's brought on the ship has to find a way to get off the ship. Whether it be some sort of like us, like humans, or garbage in some form, or whatever product's brought on, it has to get off. It doesn't all stay on the ship forever. So, Jerry, you can get straws on board. You can go to a bar and get a drink. Now, the biggest caveat is, depending on the cruise line, is most of them have what's called edible straws. Now, they tend to be flavored like vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, and they go in your sort of favorite kind of daiquiri style drinks. And very much most people, I'd say 9 out of 10 people, don't particularly like them and don't enjoy the flavor from them. Now, of course, the cruise lines have tested them. They know that they're biodegradable. They can go through the waste system on the ship, and they're great for automatically kind of reducing the use of these things. But not everybody really likes them in their drink. They tend to go mushy too quickly. They go soggy. They don't like the taste of them. So, yeah, now for America, now these kind of edible straws or flavored straws been around since the 1950s. They're not a new thing. They were pretty much used for kids, and they were put in their milks so that the kids could enjoy their milk more and make kids drink milk, because they got strawberry flavored milk or chocolate flavored milk. So they're now being extensively used on the cruise ships, and they've eliminated these plastic straws. Now, imagine you get the waste from the wrapper. These have got the wrappers on them, and you'd have the straw themselves. And imagine 3,000 or 4,000 people on a ship over the course of a 7-day cruise. Now, with a lot of cruise lines, they've got the drink packages where you can get 15 drinks a day. Times that by a couple of thousand people who may have the package. That's a lot of straws. So, Jerry, now you do have some alternatives. Now, the cruise line don't restrict you from bringing straws on board. Now, this may sound strange, but it may be something that you might want to put on your list of your packing list of things to bring with you, particularly if you know you're going to drink drinks at the bar. You can actually buy a pack of these at a grocery store, supermarket. Where I live here in Russia, we've got a place called Fixed Price. It's kind of like Dollar General in America, or the dollar store. Fixed Price have the packet of them. In Russia, most things in the Fixed Price store are about 50 or 100 rubles, which is less than $1. If it's about 70 rubles. So yeah, you can get a pack of straws, put them in your luggage, bring them on the ship. I remember at the time when the cruise line, particularly Carnival where I work, they were in that process of eliminating them, and then people were in a bit of a limbo about, are they on board, have they finished them, have they run out? And guests would actually hide them in their pockets, thinking that they were kind of not allowed and banned. But certainly you can buy them at an inexpensive dollar store where you live. No problems. Now, another option is the metal straws. You can get the ones that are basically washable and, let's say, reusable straws. I mean, most people use these once or maybe twice and throw them away. But the metal straws, they've got the ones with the metal pipe cleaners. Now, the cruise lines, depending on the cruise line you go on, I know for Carnival, you can actually buy a pack of them. You can get 4 straws for $4, and they're available at the coffee shop. And depending on the bar you go to, different bars as well. And they're not actually the cruise line themed, but they're in a pack, different colors. If you might want to give one to each family member so you know who's whose. And you can use them during your cruise. So yeah, now what I'll do is I'll actually link in the description of the video to a couple of options that you could order via Amazon. If you were maybe wanting to sort of have a look at what's available via online shopping. Maybe you don't go to stores and maybe not notice them in the stores. Pretty much if I go to my local supermarket here, they're in the aisle where you get the paper plates and the paper bowls and, you know, the like champagne glasses, the disposable ones. So they're definitely available on land, and there's no problems with you bringing them on the ship. But the plastic straws are done. Now that goes across all cruise lines. Now each cruise line's got its own sort of policies that they've been bringing in over the last few years. Some cruise lines still have them, but they don't talk about that they're available, like on request. So because some people can't get away from them. I know even, you know, a little bit kind of on the quiet kind of answer, some of the bartenders have them. And they shouldn't, of course, because the cruise line's eliminating them, but they are still around. So I hope, Jerry, this answers your question. I can't send you these 2 in the post unless you really want to. Send me your address and I'll mail you some Russian straws. I think they're just the same. In the town where I live here, we only have a KFC. I'm about an hour from Moscow. It's the only takeaway fast food place I have in my town. I had to go into Moscow to get these from another Burger King, so these are kind of special. Thanks for watching, everybody. Probably a longer video than you expected. I hope these videos are informative for you and they're helpful for a future cruise or a cruise that you've got coming up that you may not have known the answer to. It might have been something that existed in the past and now it doesn't. So these different questions. There's also the playlist if you want to check that out for other questions. Maybe they're relevant to your cruise. And I'm going to post a couple of extra videos for you to watch right here. Hopefully you can get some more knowledge from my channel. I Like Cruise Ships, the YouTube channel. I do work on cruise ships. I do make videos from cruise ships. You'll see some videos right there if you want to watch them. If you like it, thumbs up, post a comment, share it with some friends, maybe into another Facebook group. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.